much of an impact does our childhood have on how we view the world as adults, whether it's limiting beliefs or in general?
I mean, I don't think there's anything that is more critical to developing and creating those limiting beliefs. Uh, it's all childhood, adolescence. We've already formed these beliefs. We've already formed this understanding and this cause and effect sort of understanding of the world by the time we're in our late teens. I mean, and then it just becomes a matter of like going into the world and looking for confirming evidence and because we're acting based on these beliefs, most of which we're not even consciously aware of. They're operating in the background, but we take them as the gospel truth. We take them almost by faith that this is how the world is, and thus I am interfacing with the world with the assumption that these truths are they're self-evident, right? And those truths, those beliefs that arise from you know adaptive sort of processes through childhood, they're very hard to steer clear of. They're very hard to see. It's only through seeing and becoming self-aware and recognizing them that you can change them. You can't change anything you're not aware of, right? You just can't. Um, so that's the first thing. The other thing that I wanted to respond to with what you were saying about wanting to help other people, which is I think a natural response. You see someone screwing up their situation and they're not taking responsibility for themselves. They're staying up till 4 a.m. It has never worked to tell somebody what their problem is. But what if I the approach, and it's a very subtle approach, is to just ask them questions. They need to get there. They need to answer those questions for themselves. They need to get to, oh, what were you doing last night? I was up till 4 a.m. Oh, okay. So were you tired this morning? Kind of, there's no judgment there. It's just you're kind of leading them. Oh, and then through that path, were you tired this morning? Oh, it must have been really hard to get up, huh? And not telling them that's opposed to like, if you had gone to bed earlier, which is what I do to my kids sometimes, go to bed earlier, right? You're tired in the morning because of this or that. That never works. But through asking him questions on my better days, he gets, I need to, Papa, I need to get on a better sleep schedule. But it's only through the person answering the questions for themselves rather than being told that they're going to get some change, because they need to be aware of their situation. And just telling them, it's like bouncing off a wall. Whatever you tell them, it's like, oh no, that this doesn't work or apply for me. So a little technique.
Yeah, yeah, because I think that's going to be helpful to a lot of people because from a friendship aspect, that's pretty good because then you're helping, but you're helping in a not an overbearing way, right? Because sometimes you want to say, okay, I can fix you. Now, what if you're in a relationship, a romantic relationship with someone, and your partner is struggling through that? How would we try to assist them come out of maybe some of these unsuccessful behaviors that they're experiencing?
Well, I mean, it's kind of the same way. First of all, you have to, I mean, relationships become much more complicated, right? Because a lot more, there's a lot more there in terms of the previous patterning between any two people that becomes something that needs to be unraveled uh, and sorted through, because it's oftentimes not like, let's just take an example of somebody who's got a partner who's maybe drinking too much, for example. It's not just that they're drinking too much, but they're usually the partnership, the relationship is a constellation of forces that together are working to cause the behavior in one person. It's not just the one person that can be fixed. It is the entire container of the relationship and how the two people are interacting with one another. If the person doesn't feel safe, for example, and is using alcohol to kind of, or is bored in the relationship or is escaping for some reason, it's it's not just them in that. It's kind of an it's kind of it's kind of like an infinity symbol. It's these two things that are working. It's two forces, two people that are working together to create the behavior. So once you get into a relationship and you're talking about trying to fix a relationship or a partner, we need to look at the relationship from the from kind of externally, bring it out one level of observation, rather than just trying to fix your partner. Fixing your partner is not recognizing and putting it even in that framework. I need to fix my partner is not recognizing what do I contribute to the situation at whole as a whole.